But we made it. I'm here. It's another Wednesday. Hump day. I like to call it. What? Oh,
Just making sure. Oh, you didn't do the speaker.
oh shit.
Yeah, I had it open.
Okay. Hold up, y'all. We have a small. Alright.
Yeah, you gotta type this in.
Oh shit. I gotta do all this. Uh, hold on. 1 second. Studio shit. Nah, I should have did this before I put it on Streamyard. Um, you gotta put it back where it was. And that's still the side camera, but that's cool.
Yeah, I can't move it. It's kind of
It's
tied
cool.
in.
Here, it's right here.
Oh, all right. The browser connections. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I'm using StreamYard at the studio, so please bear with me. Be patient with your girl. Okay, so today's temperature, it was cool. You know, I'm gonna do that part before I do any other part. The mic keep cutting off on StreamYard. This is my first time using StreamYard at the studio. So it's gonna be a couple of little bumps and hiccups, but we gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. So the weather today was cool, but yesterday it was raining like a motherfucker. It was like it was sad as fuck outside. This mic keep cutting off. We gonna have to do this. So y'all be patient with me. Hey, this mic right here keeps stopping. This mic keeps stopping. It's gonna do it again. The mic right here, it keep cutting off.
I don't know about that one. The YouTube's good.
See, there it is.
I think the program's messed up.
It's not.
Oh, I don't know. The other it works fine on the other two.
Okay. We gonna have to get this straight, cause we gonna have to be able to do it. Anyway, so I always like to start off with local love because I want to give local love to the local businesses that got things going on or whatever. And it's about to get cold outside, and all the little rodents are gonna want to come in your house, including these hard ass niggas who don't want to pay no bills. So. If you got rodents that want to come on in from out the cold, call Wilson's Pest Control. They can get you quite together. It's the black owned and operated. Skype, Zoom, you may click the mic button, try again. Anyway, so StreamYard is clowning. So we see now that StreamYard in the studio is going to act crazy. But we going to get it together. So for this, anyway, so this show going to sound super shitty. But anyway, Wilson's Pest Control, call them. They going to get you quite together, which I'm finna just go ahead and end this live on StreamYard because it is not acting right. So we gonna just cancel StreamYard until we figure this out and get it together. I'm just gonna remove this, and here we go, because that's a distraction. Total distraction. So I'm about to go on here and just go on Instagram like I normally do, because that is not working and it is driving me fucking nuts. If you want to call into the show, ask some questions, or you got something you want to talk about, just hit me up 515 599-1687. Because I'm about to get into it. Because this is crazy. This is crazy. Because there's a lot of things I don't understand about Missouri. So we just gonna go live here. Give me 2 seconds. And give me 2 seconds. Let me get this together. Okay. And we live. And we fucking live. Because that was crazy. Like, let me get this over here. Yeah. Alright. So. Alright. Now we hot. Now we hot. Now we cooking. Because Streamyard was tripping. Let me leave this studio. It's tripping in the studio. So we just gonna leave this all together. Delete that. So, hey. So, what happened was yesterday. So, yeah, back to Wilson's Pest Control. So, I like to show local love to businesses in the, metropolitan areas, surrounding areas. So every week I'm gonna pick one business to do that with, and it came from the morning show I was on in Local Love. I thought that was a dope idea. So even though that morning show is no longer in existence, I thought I would keep the Local Love aspect. So like I said, the season's changing. It's more weather outside. It's getting cold. It's rainy. And every time the seasons change, everybody get these little, these little animals that like to come on in. Whether it be that dudes you ain't seen for a motherfucking minute, or that girl who been outside all summer, or the little rats, or the little mice, or the little roaches, or whatever you might have. Yeah, get at Wilson's Pest Control. I don't know if they can get rid of the pest problem of your baby daddy, but they will be able to get rid of the roaches and the rats and the mice and whatever else is trying to come on in from outside, baby. Wilson's Pest Control, and they good at what they do. They've been on the corner of North Market and Grand for 1,000,000 years, black owned and operated, and they moved up the street a little bit. They own Grand, but if you want to get them a call, the number is 314-531-9980, and the address is 2400 North Grand. Wilson's Pest Control. Yes. So now that we got to the local love, the rats and the roaches and whatever else the fuck is trying to come in, let's get to the elephant in the room. Yesterday, an innocent man, I don't know this man personally. I don't know if personally he was innocent or not. But if his innocence was based on the facts, paperwork, common sense, the everything that came out, like even the prosecuting attorney stood behind this man and said this was not right, that was not right, and the state of Missouri still killed this man, I'm gonna say he was innocent. I mean, if you stab somebody 40 sometimes, you're gonna leave some type of DNA, and none was left behind, and they killed this man anyway. So I'm gonna say an innocent man was murdered yesterday. So my thing with the whole situation is, if it's okay for the governor and the police and everybody else to kill innocent people, I mean, and they don't go to jail, that's innocent, right? You're innocent, right? Why is it okay for anybody to kill anybody? I mean, I don't understand the whole concept of the governor can stay the execution, but even with all the testimony and all the paperwork and everything, they still kill this man, and he's innocent. He's been, a lot of people say they innocent. A lot of people say, I'm innocent, I didn't do this. It's a whole jail full of people that say they didn't do something, but this man really had the legalities to back up what he was saying. He had the paperwork, testimonies, people recanted on things that they said. The police dropped the ball. Everybody dropped the ball in this man's case, and they still executed this dude. So what does that say about the state of Missouri? And in this year right here, our state has executed, I think, 4 to 5 people. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. We a little over we almost at the end of the year, but that's still a lot. That's still a lot. That's still a lot. I mean, it just says a lot. Like, it make you think. It could be any of us, though. It could be me, you. I could be at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people and end up in a similar situation. And if I don't have the money or the means or whatever to fight my way out, and you fight, and you still don't get out, okay. But I'm still guilty until proven innocent. Not the other way around. That was sad. It was sad to watch. It kind of just made me feel like they did it just to prove a point. Just to fucking prove a point that they can do it. And if you put yourself in a similar situation, that it doesn't matter who fighting for you. Like, I think the state of Missouri pretty much do whatever the fuck they want to do anyway, if you ask me. If you ask me, because Kim Gardner, I didn't really feel like she deserved what she got. But when people around her are getting bullied and they're threatening you and they're threatening your family's life and threatening your life, and then the only person who stays in the office with you died of a horrific car crash where his brakes go out and he died in a fiery blaze. I mean, what the hell would you do? I mean, I think the state of Missouri have been doing this for the longest, though. I think that they murder and kill whenever they fucking feel like it. I think they do what they want. It was a lot of activists that ended up dead after the Michael Brown riots. I really think that was orchestrated by the powers that be. I don't think that they just ended up dead. Like, why? Make it make sense. It's just a lot that go on behind the scenes in St. Louis. A lot. And in all cities across the country, but St. Louis has a history of a lot of dirty dealings. And now that this shit is going on with this eminent domain, and it's just money and corruption, and it's so much shit going on. I almost feel like they did that because they had to. Just to show you that no matter what, if you do this, what's gonna happen to you. Like, just don't put yourself in these situations. Don't get in fucking trouble. Don't do shit. It's almost like when, I hate to use this analogy, but it's kind of like that. Like when master used to beat the shit out the main slave to prove a point to the other slaves. Kind of sort of like that. Because there's no way that man should have died just today. It just make it make sense. Make it make sense. If everything says that he could at least get a trial or at least given life, he asked for life. But I was wondering why he would even ask for life. Why are you asking for life? Only to spare your life. Because if you didn't do this, you know, they were saying, why can't he be exonerated? They was just like, we ain't doing it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know, we're not doing it. And they could just say no. And they took it all the way up to the Supreme Court. And it's a sad situation. That's all I'm saying. It's super sad. It's so much shit going on in St. Louis. It's really like hard to be happy right now. You know, it's kind of hard to be happy. You got to force happiness upon yourself. So this show might be, I'm trying. I'm really trying. So, yeah. So, I just jumped into it, but I always call this segment Sweep Around Your Front Door, which is before we even start talking about anything else, the Diddy, the Diddler, and all this other shit that's going on in Hollywood. We got to talk about what's going on at home. So, I'm going to say, and I know, people are like, vote for what? But I really need y'all to come out and vote. I really need y'all to vote. It's important. It's important, and I get it. Everybody thinks that voting, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if I vote. They still gonna put whoever they want to put in there. They still gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. Okay, well, let that be the fact. But still go out and do your due diligence. I just can't enforce this enough because these older people who are in office, who've been in office, who have this set of rules. It's almost like, you know, like I explained it to my friend. I said, you got that grandmother or grandfather, and no matter what goes on around them, they still feel how they feel and they still say what they say. Well, it's the same thing because let's say you got somebody who been in office for 1,000 fucking years and they grew up in a different time, a different place. You know, and they got a bunch of friends who grew up in a different time in a different place. You gotta come out, vote, get these people the fuck out. I don't care if the next person come in and do whatever they do. You gotta know that you did your part in making a difference because if you don't, we will never know now, will we? Will we ever fucking know? Will we ever know if anything would change if you don't put forth the effort to become part of the change? Go vote. Please go vote. Please go vote. Let me get this Streamyard off of this screen because it is not working and there is no need of having it here. It keeps freaking shutting down. Another thing is like, so officer got ran over. This is crazy, but you know, I'm gonna look for more like goofy stories because a lot of people don't want to, you know, talk about it. It's kind of gloomy, it's kind of dark, and it's a lot of stuff going on in St. Louis, but it's really pretty sad, you know. So we get a lot of foreigners here in St. Louis. They welcome them in with open arms, and that's fine, whatever. You know, everybody deserves a chance at life or whatever, but sometimes they don't come here and they don't act right. But they give them a lot of money, a lot of checks, food stamps, things to open up businesses and stuff like that, and that's cool, whatever. But I feel like you should give the same thing to the people who already live here instead of making it hard for said people to start businesses, start, you know, build houses or get houses and keep the houses up or whatever have you. So a police officer, you could look the story up, got hit by a car, a black police officer, and he passed away. R.I.P. to him and his family. Yeah, another sad story. And he got ran over by a illegal alien. So basically, he didn't have any documentation. He's not here legally, and he had already had one incident of a DWI and a domestic violence case. So we're gonna see what happens with this because I'm just interested in knowing what's gonna happen with this case. First of all, he was here illegally. But we always have these little things. I don't know. I think it's a certain point of the year where we just welcome in a lot of people from different countries. And they always say, because our mayor has said it multiple times, welcome in our brothers and sisters from, and they post it in the paper or put it whatever. And yeah, so now we have this situation. Drunk driving. Ran over the police officer on the highway, and he later passed away at the hospital. So we're going to revisit this, but right now I'm going to move on because this is crazy. It's so much craziness going on in St. Louis. I just like kind of don't even know where the fuck to start. Like dead ass serious. Another crazy story. So our Justice Center, the Justice Center, downtown jail, is jail. But it hasn't even been up that long. I'm going to say maybe 10 plus years it's been up. It's kind of brand new. This, if you recall, if you run it back, this the same place where the prisoners, we had national attention for this as well. This is the same police department or the same jail, city jail, that the inmates was busting out the windows, hanging out the windows. Nobody was able to do shit. They were starting fires and shit like that. Since then, it has been a constant flow of bullshit in that place. Now, I get it. We just voted in a new sheriff. So, he's younger. I voted for him. He said he was going to come in, and we're going to see what he's going to do. But right now, this is a major fucking problem, okay? So, now they're saying that they have been without running water for months. Now, I don't know about where you live or where you from, but if a dwelling, a building, does not have water, it's considered condemned in the city of St. Louis. If I have a house and my house does not have running water where I can flush the toilet or take a bath, my house is considered condemned. So why are those rules any different from the Justice Center? Those people down there are having problems. They treating those people like animals in there. And you can go down there for a ticket, or you can go down there for a major crime. You can go be held down there forever, or you can be released. Like, it's just a shit stain. And my thing is, no jail is not supposed to be like the Holiday Inn. You go in and it's carte blanche and you kick your feet up. But damn, dog, can they take a shit and flush the toilet? Is that possible? Like, that place is horrible. Then the people that work there are overworked, underpaid, and very much in fear of their lives. Like, it's not even safe to work there. It's not even safe to work there. So everybody's like, and the person who is over all this, that's in charge, she's on vacation. She's taking a leave of absence. So we don't know if she's taking a leave of absence because she's sick. They don't know if she's on sick leave or just a leave or what the fuck ever. But what we do know is that she's nowhere to be found right now. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know why people expect people who live in St. Louis not to be fucking crazy. The government of St. Louis is fucking crazy. They so pre-consumed with all the backdoor shit that they doing, like taking people houses, taking people property, eminent domain, changing up. Like, they are forgetting about the people. They're forgetting about the people. And we have people set in place to do certain jobs, and nobody's doing the job. Nobody's checking. They're not checking the list. They're not checking their Q's and P's and whatever the fuck else they need to check. I need St. Louis to get it the hell together before we start going nuts up in here. I mean, damn, it's all this money slated for everything. Nobody's getting the money. We don't know where the money is going. They're taking people's shit. Like, St. Louis is going crazy. Our government is going crazy. And it's about to be election time again. So we will be electing new officials on all different levels. And hopefully, you motherfuckers gonna come out and vote. I'm gonna stop cursing so much, but I kind of like cursing. I like curse words. You know, I kind of just let them flow. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all will come out and vote, and we can get some new blood up in here, some new energy, some new vibes that won't be bullied, that won't be allowed to be pushed around, that will speak up for the people, and you know, because it seems like every time we get somebody in office that speak for the people, they bully them and push them around, and they end up in some type of weird scandal or something. Or they go in office and they just say, you know what, I'm probably not going to be here long, so let me get all the money, all the backdoor pay, all the kickbacks I can get, and then they end up going to jail. Like, come on, get it together. We are electing y'all into office to do a job. That's why I said I understand why people don't believe in the process of voting. You go out, you rally for people, you vote, and then what happens? That person get in office and they become a complete and total shit stain. They become a product of what we're fighting against. I get it, but we still got to do it. We still got to do it, because what I know is when we come out and vote, change happens. 1 or 2 of us can't vote, 3 or 4 of us can't vote. We got to come out in masses, like we came out for Obama or some shit. Like we come out for Black Lives Matter, or used to. It just feel like everybody's just getting tired. We getting tired of being beat the fuck up. We're tired, but we can't stop fighting. We can't stop fighting. So let's not, please, give up the fucking fight. We have got to continue to push forward. Today, we found out one of our local, I won't say it's a landmark because it just kind of opened like 2 years ago, the Armory. The Armory is a 200 150,000 square feet building that houses games, food. It's just like a little fun, cool place to go in the city, and most times it's free to get in. So it has filed for bankruptcy and it's closing, and that's fucked up. So they're citing lack of funding is the reason why it's closing. Um, from my understanding, from an inside source, Live Nation is supposed to be coming in, taking over the property or whatever, and um, that'll be a good look, but it'll no longer be free. I know that for sure. Live Nation, if you don't know, Live Nation are the gatekeepers of all the concerts and all the big venues, and anybody has to go through Live Nation to be able to perform on big stages and big arenas. So we're gonna see how that work out. Shout out to the Armory, and I'm personally connected with the Armory. Well, not so much. A family member works there. My son girlfriend works there. So yeah, she's already looking for work. So let's get into this bullshit. Let's get into it. The diddler. Like, I'm so sick of talking about this dude. And the only reason why I'm even going to talk about him is because he is definitely trending and it's a hot topic. But I want to talk about it because I am literally surprised at the response that I'm getting when I talk to people about it, about how they feel about the situation. Now, you would think that more women would be against him being a weirdo, a pedophile, a dude who likes to drug women and beat women and sex trafficking, all this stuff that they saying he do, right? You would think that more women would be on board with locking this man up, but in reality, they not. More women are more forgiving of this man's behavior, like saying stuff like, well, it ain't nothing that don't nobody else do, and why is he being persecuted for the things he do? They knew what they was getting into when they went over there. And I'm just like it blows my mind because more men are standing up against what he's doing than the women. So it kind of makes me wonder, have women become complacent with the abuse that we receive? Like, have women become complacent with the abuse that we receive from men? Like, because none of the shit that he do is okay. Like, we saw him drag and beat Cassie. We saw that on video. We saw it with our own two eyes, right? And if he did it like that so brazenly, do you think he haven't done it before? Like, we talking about Diddy. We talking about a very powerful man with money, with very powerful connections. Like, it really ain't no telling what the fuck he did. And the stories are horrific. A lot of these women been on Tasha K. Even though I think she pretty reputable source. You know what I'm saying? They filed suits against this man. He even paid a man for rape and drug. A man sued him for rape and being drugged and won, and did he pay him? So what does that say about women where we think that his behavior is okay? Interesting to me, because never would I say that this man's behavior is okay. Now, I mean, yeah, they probably knew when they was going over there that they going to a Diddy party, they going over there, but you never know when they got there what happened. They said this man would, listen, when they left his house, it was days later, and they needed intravenous fluids, baby. They needed to be, like, you know what that means. They was effed dry. Like, just, like, I could only imagine. And people think that they gonna find out who the hell it was and how many people was involved, and I don't believe that. They already got the man on suicide watch. And I don't believe he gonna kill himself. I think it's gonna be done for him. Before we find out, all the powerful people, like over 300 CEOs have stepped down from their positions since this man has been locked up. I was finna say incarcerated. But locked up. Same thing, whatever. Like, I don't know, this pretty big. I really don't think we gonna find out. I don't think they gonna let us. I don't think they going down like that. I don't think it's gonna go out like that. I don't think so. I think that, some bad might happen to him. But what really blows my mind though, we can't control that. But what really blows my mind though is that women are standing behind him and saying that these women knew what they were getting into when they went to his house. Who wouldn't want to go to Diddy's house? I mean, come on now. If Diddy invited me to his house, I'd be like, damn right, I'm going to take my partner. We going to Diddy's house. But that don't mean when I get there, I'm going to get beat up, held against my will, drugged, and sexed to death. I didn't sign up for that. I don't know. Women, it's not okay. It's not okay. Abuse is not okay. It's not okay, okay? Stop thinking that it's okay. Everybody got the right to their opinion, but it's fucking not okay for people to take advantage of it. It's not okay. No means no at the end of the day. Yes, maybe they were going over there thinking they was going to get some money and maybe they was coming for whatever reason, but that doesn't mean that they get to be drugged, like just mentally abused. Just the Diddy shit, I'm just interested to see how it go. In those party pictures that Nancy Grace, she had up, it was like Diddy was up on her, standing on the step, and it was just a sea of people. A sea of people. Baby, this is one of the big ones, okay? Okay? So, next story I'm going to get into is, okay. So, praying for the people in Florida. Hurricane Helen coming through there. And they are told to evacuate and hunker down. So, I'm praying for Florida. Y'all get through. It's a price y'all pay for the living in that beautiful ass weather. And yeah, it seemed to be all bad for Florida right now. I just left New Orleans and we was coming through when Hurricane Francine was leaving, and that hurricane shit is no joke. You know, Mother Nature, you can't really control when she want to release her wrath. It is what it is. So before I get out of here, wait. One story real quick. JoJo CY. Now, if you don't know who she is, she was yet another misled Disney star. 1 minute she was like the face of Disney and she was so perfect, and Walmart had all her clothes, her shoes, our book bags, everything in Walmart, okay? And she was like most Disney girls. She was nice and clean and wholesome. Okay. Well, first she came out as gay. Okay, they all do that shit. Now she has a picture, you know, the famous Lil' Kim crouching tiger picture where she was like crouched down and her legs was open. She got one of those and it looked a hot ass mess. So who told her to fucking do that? Who told her to do that? The picture looks a mess. It looked like a little girl. Well, she in her early 20s or whatever. But it's kind of like when you see a person as a certain way, they just that way. And it's like she kind of like fighting with that. Kind of like Taylor Swift gonna always have Swifties or whatever, even though they grown. When I worked at her concert. I didn't go. It was a bunch of kids, a bunch of drunk soccer moms, and a bunch of pedophiles. Those are gonna be her people. Those are her people. I mean, those are her people. You know, those are her fans, because those are the people who like Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. And JoJo CY, whatever her fucking name is, she's still like a kid, but she's trying to do all these adulting things to try to shave off that childish image, and it just look trashed out. Go look at the pictures, pull them up. You gonna be like, ugh. It's gonna give you a certain type of taste in your mouth that's not pretty good. So, anyway, before I leave, I just want to tell y'all about the events I got coming up. So, Sunday, I got a show at I got a show. I'm trying to fight with all these, the seasons changing, summer's going away. I hate that. And then all this craziness in the city is weighing heavily on a lot of people. I'm really not drinking no more. That ain't really my thing no more. So I'm dealing with that because I like to drink. Drinking is fun. I drink sometimes. I ain't saying I don't drink at all, period. But, I'm in school now. I'm just changing. And it's like, this what you see is, I'm just getting back into the podcasting thing because I've been gone for a minute. I've been dealing with other stuff and doing other stuff. And, people will see me and be like, what are you doing? So why are you not podcasting? Where's your podcast at? And I'm like, I'm going to do it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I can't leave anyway because it's a part of my brand. It's a part of my non-for-profit. Grandparents United in Love. It's a part of that. And it's a part of my comedy. It's a part of me. It's a part of my release. So all the people who reached out, who jumped in my inbox, who messed with your girl the long way, I love y'all. Like, thank y'all. Because without y'all, it would be no me, right? So, 2 weeks out the month, I'm going to do this where I just sit down and talk. Plus, I'm gonna reach out to y'all from home because I see my Streamyard ain't streaming on this computer. I'm just going to reach out to y'all at home. And then 2 weeks, because it's 4 weeks in a month, I'm going to have a guest. My next guest next week is Belle Darius. So I'm doing a show with her. It is, what's the name of her show? Oh, the 13th annual Art and Soul Music Festival. I will be one of her featured acts. Shout out to Belle for that. Shout out to Belle for that. Let's go. This is an amazing event. It's all about art, entertainment, and music, and comedy as well. So whatever is to you is art. From paintings to music to comedy to whatever is art to you. It's 3 levels. It's 3 floors, and it's just gonna be a dope ass event. And I'm one of the featured artists. So, like I said, shout out to Belle for having me. This is her 13th one. Me and Belle go way back, and I rock with her. So she will be my featured guest in the hot seat next week. I'm excited about it. She is a very, very dope individual. She has a lot going on. She's done a lot. She's accomplished a lot. And she from the little boo, period. So, this Sunday, Live, Love, and Laugh Entertainment, what is it called, the show called? I don't remember what the show called. Anyway, it'll be me, Chris Webster, Rom the comedian, DeAndre Petty, and Tom will be the host, and Dion, he'll be there. Dion Benson is the headline. Okay, we'll be at Top Chef on Dunn Road. Let me see, do I got the address? Nope, I don't. Look on my page. Top Chef on Dunn Road. I think tickets are $10. We always give an amazing show. I come with the ruckus. I speak for the ladies because it's not that many comedians out here speaking for us. Like, even the ladies talk drag us. So I speak for us because I'm a woman first and foremost, all over everything. Like, I don't drag men, but y'all need to get y'all shit together. And ladies, I don't drag us, but we need to get our shit together as well. Because for real, we are nothing without each other. First and foremost, we are nothing without each other. So there's no need for me to drag men, but I'm going to tell the truth. And there's no need for men to drag us because everything you do revolves around us. Let's be clear. You probably wouldn't even wash your ass if it wasn't for a woman that you're trying to impress. Let's be clear. So all I'm saying is, come out Sunday. The drinks are always bomb. It's a very cool, laid-back ambiance. It's very cute. It's very sexy. And you don't have to do too much. Come on my page. I got the flyer up. Yeah, I'll be there Sunday. And then October the 20th, which I got other events. I'll keep y'all posted I'll keep y'all posted as the events come up. But these are two I'm just excited about. This one is Sunday. And then the other one, because Belle will be here next week, is on the 20th, which is my birthday week. Scorpio season. Yup. I know y'all hating already, but we gonna be outside. So anyway, period. So I'ma see y'all next week. God willing. I need y'all to get out and vote. I need y'all to be ready. November is coming up expeditiously. And get y'all voter registration cards. Get y'all information in. You can go on the website. Y'all always at the welfare office. They got them at the welfare office, okay? When you go get them food stamps checked on and that welfare check, just fill out that card. I think, depending on your crime, I think they even made it past the law where some criminals can vote. So it really ain't no excuse for people not to vote. Just check your local office, and sometimes you could just walk in. You could just walk in and vote with your ID. So it's no excuse. It's all over everything. We got propositions that they're trying to pass. They're trying to pass legalize gambling on sports, saying that it's like they're going to give the money to the schools. Well, they're supposed to give the lottery money to the schools. They're supposed to give the money for the scratch-offs to the school, casino money to the school, but the schools still have no money. Where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money? So really what they doing is the door swings both ways. So if they legalize gambling on sports, do you know what that means? Your husband money gonna be going out the door. That's what the fuck it mean. They always say they get the money to the school, but the schools have no money for programs. So that cannot be true. So anyway, this has been another episode of Miss Me Out the Door. Thank you for tuning in. If what you do don't negatively hurt or affect other people, then live your life, boo. Don't listen to the naysayers or the haters. Let them hate. Just let that shit go in one ear and out the other one. Wear that crazy outfit. Go see that show alone. You don't always need a group of people to hang out with you. Live your life. Live your life. Skip down the street if you feel like it. Wear that yellow dress with the ruffles in it. Wear them pants that look crazy to everybody else. Don't let nobody tell you how to live your life. Be an individual. Be happy in your own skin. Because tomorrow is not promised. So, I am your host, Yolanda Misunderstood Brown. And I love y'all. And thank y'all for watching. And every week we'll get more and more interesting, more and more crazy, because I just know me. And it's about to be Scorpio season. I always get crazy during Scorpio season. Plus, Saturday, it's supposed to be a super moon. So, it's supposed to be super for 2 months. So, everybody about to be crazy. Stay tuned. I love y'all. And I'm out of here, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I really don't want to put no music on. No music. No music. I'm out of here, y'all. Yeah, so no music, because when I put music on my shit and I switch it over to my other stuff, it just doesn't translate well. Everybody want to do copyright infringement and do the most. So, we just gonna leave it at that.